Bravo, bravo, bravo. We need Bravo right now, guys. We need Bravo to send us some producers. One person to Durban because these producers right here, like, Aibo, kunini sibekezele. No, guys, no, 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 no. We need other producers. We need new producers for Real Housewives of Durban. Anyway, hi everybody. My name is Ntando Mdleche, and on this channel sifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sokhuluma ngazo le incwadi esesifunde sixoxela laba abanqenayo ukufunda nalabo abasuke bengenaso nje isikhathi sokufunda incwadi. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la khuluma ngawo lama show, senza ama-reviews or ama-recaps, siphinde futhi sikhulume nga-any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama show sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Uma ngabe oqala ujoyina namhlanje and you really like our content, do not forget to press usubscribe la ngezansi. Uma ngabe ibhathini libovu lisho ukuthi awukazi usubscribe kodwa mali-grey lisho ukuthi ususubscribile. Ungakhohlwa ukuthi press notification bell light uze uka-subscribe ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, you guys, kunini sibekezelele lama-producers e-Real Housewives of Durban. I think it's about time us as the viewers speak up because, guys, they have not done a good job. They have not done a good job. And this is not their first season of Real Housewives. This is their second season. I really feel like at this point that these people didn't even spend time watching how other franchises are run, how other franchises are done. When have you ever heard of a reunion playing weeks after the finale is viewed? Where have you ever heard that, you guys? Where have you ever heard that? What excuse do they have? The floods. They could have gone to another province and done the reunion. What excuse do they have to not have had the reunion episodes ready for this week? But besides just the reunion, guys, we've been letting things go when it comes to these producers. There's a lot that we've let go when it comes to these producers. Number one, when this season began, we realized that they had actually let go of one cast member that did season one that actually had the most significant storyline in season one. I do understand that Ayanda Ngwane had her own reasons zokuthi ahambe, but what did they do to get her back, Bona, these producers? Because, guys, a big part of season one was Ayanda's storyline. How did they come to accepting Ayanda leaving the show for season two? I do not understand it. Even now, you guys, I mean, Ayanda has been in the media more than even some of these housewives have been in the media. Even now with the floods, you guys, there's been reports ukuthi she is in KZN uhamba ngenyawo, helping out abantu, doing charity work, donating to the families, burying people's relatives that have passed due to the floods. Don't you think this is the person that would have enough to show on Real Housewives? Really, how do they let go of this housewife from because even from season one we knew Ayanda had the most when it comes to the storyline. Ayanda is the only it's one of the two housewives where we got to see their families. We got to see her sister, her brothers. She shared about her mother's passing. She shared about her husband's passing. They let go of that cast member and were like, okay, let's just respect, it's their job, they know what they're doing. Then at the reunion for season one, they're there, but Khumuto, the messiest of all of the housewives from season one, is not there. She is not there to account for the mess that that she was up to in season one. She's not there. She's not there. They're telling us she lost her grandmother. Rest in peace, grandmother. But they should have made a plan for Khumuto to be there. So instead of us watching a reunion for season one and getting answers, we're actually left with more questions, because a lot of the questions that we had when it came to season one was the person that was supposed to give answers to that was Khumuto, and she was no show. And they just let that happen, you guys. How do you sign a contract to do the whole season, but you just decide not to show up for the reunion? Can we even trust that at this reunion that they're gonna play 2 weeks later, that all of the cast members that we want to come and account for their actions and account for what they've said, they're going to be there. Can we trust them? Jojo might not show up at the reunion, guys. If Kumoto could get away with not attending the reunion for season one, Jojo might not come because she has a lot to account for. What if Lakongo just doesn't show up for the reunion? They're going to accept that. How come they don't hold these cast members to their contracts to say, listen, you signed a contract, you're going to come, you're going to do the whole season. Not only that, but you're also going to do the reunion. Now we were left with question season one, but we were very forgiving, you guys. It was their first season. We were willing to give them a chance. Now we are in season two, and they casted, and we were like, this is a really good cast, because at the back of our minds, we're thinking that these producers have a plan on what they're going to show us in terms of like these cast members' lives. How episode 1, no storyline. Episode 2, no storyline. Episode 3, no storyline. Episode 12, no storylines. Now in episode 12, they realize they're in trouble now. They haven't showed us the lot. Then they decide to bombard us with this petal story that we already knew was not true. And now they're making a big deal as if it's a surprise to everybody that Mr. Petal doesn't exist, when we all knew that Mr. Petal really didn't exist. So it wasn't really even a storyline, but they needed to do something at the last episode so that we feel like there was fireworks in the finale. And then on top of that, they're doing the storyline of Jojo throwing a drink at Mabosi, because I do feel like there is a possibility that the drink throwing was planned. I do have that, but the fact that they chose Umabusi to be the victim of that whole thing, I'm not happy about that. So at the last episode, now they do all of these uh, tricks to make us think that something is coming at the reunion, to at least look forward to the reunion, because now we're feeling like, okay, now we have two things that are very important that need to be discussed at the reunion. We have the Mr. Petal storyline, and we also have the drink throwing incident. But now looking at how these people are working, these people that we need to be at the reunion might not even be there. I feel like they haven't done a good job, you guys. I really feel like they haven't done a good job. The fact that we had a cast member here that when they announced that the cast member was coming, a lot of people were saying, guys, this is not a this is not a good casting. We said it. We were like, this is not a good casting when it comes to Makumal, because we are the fans. It's Makumal on Utando Nestem, and we know how she rolls. We know how unopen she is, Makumal. We know what, and she holds back when it comes to her feelings and her thoughts. And we were like, this is not a good cast for Real Housewives of Devon. But guess what they did? They brought in. Guess what happened? The very thing that we were complaining about before even the season began happened. And then a few weeks later, we found out that even the little episodes that had scenes of her participating a little bit, these producers decided to not even show us that. Those few scenes where Makumalo was participating, they made a decision not to even show us that, when the whole season we had been complaining about the fact that we get no content from Umakumal. And the little bit of content that is apparently there concerning Umakumalo, they decided not to give it to us. It's somewhere, it's sitting somewhere. It's on people's phones. We don't have access to it, but we have people that are producing the show that are supposed to make decisions on what goes into the episode and what doesn't. What are we actually watching when it comes to Real Housewives? Dinners and lunches and coffees and trips. Who do we know about, except for Nonku, guys? Who do we know about when it comes to Real Housewives? Who can we say whatever when it comes to their lives? Who do we know more about? Do you know if like Tonto has a mom, like Tonto's mom is living or not? Do you know if she has siblings? Do you know? No, we don't know. They don't even know where she lives. Their producers don't even know where she lives. Hi guys, I think it's about time. Honestly, they haven't done a good job. I did say when I made that video to say to about the production company, and I did say from their website, it looks like it's people that have experience in producing really good quality shows. But I did have concerns about the fact that they hadn't produced anything close to Real Housewives. And the only Real Housewives show there was the season 1 of the very same show that they were about to produce. How come they haven't watched the other franchises so that they can see how the storylines are done and followed? How come they haven't done that? And the last blow, you guys, we are going to have to wait 2 weeks to get the reunion. Really? Like, what excuse do they have to not give us the reunion this week? Isn't it time that they change this production company? They haven't done a good job, you guys. They really just haven't. They have not done a good job. I don't know what you guys think. I think that they have not done a good job. I'm starting to even feel like, how much of this can we blame in these cast members? Because if your boss is not going to tell you, listen, if you are coming on this show, you need to have a storyline. You need to have things about your life that you share. If your boss is not telling you that, and you don't do the very thing that you were not told that you are supposed to do, are we supposed to be talking about these cast members being fired and them recasting for the show? Or are we supposed to talk about this production company to say what is going on here? Were these people supposed to be the ones that are producing this show? Guys, you are embarrassing us in Durban. You are it has never happened ukuthi i-housewives ibukwe manje i-reunion ibukwe ngalela langa akaze kwenzeke. You are embarrassing us in case of that. We are dealing with the floods right now. We don't have time. We need the reunion this week. If we don't, there's only one group of people that should be fired, and it's the producers, you guys. I can't even think how we're going to go through the reunion and then wait for season 3 with the same production company, because, guys, they haven't done a good job, and they've already had 2 seasons to prove themselves, and they haven't done it. For me, I wish I was the executive producer, because even the reunion, I was like, guys, just let go. Like, let's get other people to do the reunion. Like, even if the reunion is not this week, it's next week, ne? It's on the 6th May. Okay. We should have had, they should have at least hinted to the media when the reunion will be shot, what the women are wearing at the reunion, who the host is. At least by this time, they should have announced the host, so that at least we are talking about the host. They are at least marketing the reunion episodes that are coming that other week and the other week, because Pela is not coming this week. There's nothing. They're not even marketing the show. They're not doing anything, you guys. I really think that it's time that they get a new production company. If it's not for the reunion show, at least for season 3, so that we can continue watching the show. At this point, I'm willing to even say that the people that produce Real Housewives of Joburg, maybe they should come now and produce Real Housewives of Durban, because this production company, guys, has disappointed us. And I have personally heard it. I don't think that anything is going to change, because I do not think that they have enough experience to give us a really good show when it comes to a Real Housewives. So I think that more than even the cast members, I do understand that even with the cast, they do need to revamp the show, maybe bring in new people. Even if they use the same cast, but they need to make it clear that things will be different for season 3, because we do need to have some storylines. But I feel like more than that, we need a new production company. I don't know what you think, you guys, but I feel like if they come back next season, we are going to be dealing with the same nonsense. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before uphume kuyona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.